I ain't got nothing, no problem, Mayor. I voted for you, and I'm still in your corner.
All right, so you're ready to start.
All right, stand by.
Talk about the president who's been robbing people. It's a good book. She read it at she was.
This is RadioFire.com. Yours truly, Don McKay, in here alongside my father. How you doing, Dad?
Hey, man, fired up and I'm ready to go.
All right.
Man.
All right, so let's dive in. Baltimore's mayor, Catherine Pugh.
I voted for her.
Did you?
Yeah, I voted for her.
Catherine Pugh. Her $500,000 book deal is drawing intense criticism. The search is underway for Healthy Holly.
She read that book at Mondawmin Mall when your sister had her what is the reading book to all the children, and the mayor read that book there. Wonderful book.
Yep. And she sold air quotes $500,000 to the healthcare system. She sat on the board of directors for nearly 20 years. Also, some books went to the school system. School system can't document anything. They just knew that they received some books from her in 2013 that are sitting in the warehouse that they said they didn't even order. So what you have nothing to say about any of this?
Hey, listen, man. You know what? The president of the United States. I mean, they'll jump on this lady and try to beat her to a pulp. He had a school. He was robbing people. So
you're saying that the Mayor Pugh is robbing people?
No, I said that the president of the United States, his company was robbing the students.
Yes.
Why he had to pay $25 million fine for stealing and robbing these people, and they're gonna try to jump on this mayor and drive her to the hospital.
So you're trying to say, isn't it curious that she got pneumonia in the midst of this?
It's not, it's not, because this is.
I think she just has a cold.
No, she's not a teenager. Stress. I mean, her job is stressful anyway.
Yeah.
Okay?
No doubt.
Aside from the book deal, her job is stressful anyway. Okay?
And she has a lot of enemies.
I'm sure.
The Stronach family, they probably mad at her. Has a lawsuit against the owners of Pimlico Racetrack about the Preakness. She obviously has some 2020 contenders waiting in the wings. I would say that this whole debacle with the police department trying to get a police chief, that's been stressful.
And this lady has got to be my age or older, and I'm gonna be 70 this year. She's not a teenager, and so I'm sure she is under stress.
Right.
And but I listen. It's a new. This president has ushered in a new era for this country
of corruption.
I don't know what you call it, but I know one thing, that I'm not going to sit back and let them hound this lady, and then the president.
So because the president
skips around talking about, hey, I'm free, no, I'm not going to take that.
So it's just open season. Steal what you can steal. As long as Trump is in office, we can steal what we can steal. I don't think it's been proven that she's done anything wrong yet. Have they? Ethically, see, here's the thing. If you're holding all the cards, then you can't get away with stuff. He's holding a lot of cards. She doesn't have the same hand that he has. She is the mayor of Baltimore City. He's the president of the United States, as crazy as that sounds.
Well, listen,
they're not the same.
Yeah. Oh, that's still a scapegoat. We're going to let he's the president, so he can do it. Please.
I'm not saying he can do it.
No, that's what people are saying.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not saying he can do it.
Yeah,
I'm just, or should be able to.
I say let's wait and see what happens with the mayor. That was a good book. Yeah. the mayor is
Nikki.
Trying to do.
Open up the title more.
the mayor is doing the best she can right now, and I don't have. I'm on your side, Mayor.
Yeah,
Pugh.
thank you.
And,
All right, so it does not bother you that she knew she did something wrong. She gave back $100,000 of the dollars. She also coincidentally bought a house cash around the same time that she got one of these payments. None of that bothers you. All right.
No.
Why was Sheila Dixon ushered out? Much less than this.
Yeah. And with the president, the things that he does.
We can already get to the president.
Yeah, well, I can't get past him.
We can already get to the president. So you don't have any feelings. You have this lightweight on Mayor Pugh, and like you said, she's sick right now. So we'll wait till next week when she gets better.
And you talked about Sheila Dixon.
Yeah.
She did nothing to get out of office for. But what happened is that she succumbed to the pressure. You know,
Democrats have a tendency of doing that.
Well, that's not a Democrat. I mean, she's a black woman. She didn't have people to stand up for her and fight for her, just like President Obama would have been stronger in office if people had been in the White House and
around the country
rallying for him.
Yeah.
When that man, you got to have people on your side.
But you got to rile people up.
Yeah.
So they rallied for him when it came election time because he riled them up. He should have Trump. To his credit, riles up his base.
He does.
Which is the source of his strength.
He does.
So what Obama and Sheila Dixon and Catherine Pugh, when she gets better, can learn is to rile up that base.
Yeah, that's right.
And stay in constant communication with them.
Right. And it's not just a cliche, fired up and ready. You got to keep them fired up and tell them what to do.
Yeah.
He's telling his people right now, President Trump, if something goes wrong, I want y'all to hit the streets. That's what he told.
How do you feel about that?
I think that that is the most deadly thing that a president can say.
Yeah.
This is like it's incredible that and people just sit back and tolerate it. I mean, that's preposterous.
Yeah. Speaking of preposterous, it's finally here. We waited 2 years.
The Mueller report.
Yes, the Mueller
report.
We talked about this last week.
Yeah.
We said that it wasn't going to be a lot to it.
Right.
Why can't Democrats accept the findings of Mueller?
Accept the findings.
Dad,
they would be fools to accept that.
Dad, we could go back. We can play the tape back. Yeah. We sat here and said, let Mueller do his job. Let Mueller do his investigation.
And I told you that when the Mueller report comes out, it ain't going to be no more than what we already know.
So then we have to accept it then.
But listen, it's no more than what we already know. We already know.
So then
that
the Mueller report,
is corrupt and he's been in cahoots with the Russians.
I don't think he's in cahoots with the Russians.
Please. Let me tell you, he is in such cahoots with the Russians. His first wife's whole family was raised under communism.
Yeah. His
third wife, and her whole family was raised as communists.
Mm-hmm.
His best friend, the guy he said that the president of the United States, who was Barack Obama at the time, was nothing. Putin was the greatest president in the world. He already told you where his allegiance are. He showed you.
Yes, but allegiance is one thing. A sycophant is one thing, but that does not mean that he colluded with the Russians. I don't think that Putin gives him the respect to even allow him to be a collaborator.
Let me tell you, remember I told you, and I still hold to it. I told you on the radio 6-7 months ago. I said, what they gonna find out? That's when they kept saying, what is it that Putin has on him?
Yeah.
Is it money? Is it women? What is it? I said, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. I said to you that the American people, they ain't found out yet. They're gonna find out that Putin told him, I'm gonna do for you, Donald Trump, what nobody else in the world can do.
You said
I'm going to give you the presidency of the United States. And he gave it to him. When you look at those election returns.
Okay, that and here's my thing with that. Within a 2-year investigation, it would have reached some way where we could have got somebody directly under the president because he delegates things to other people. So we would have had evidence of Donald Jr., somebody else, even the people that's been charged. None of them have been charged with collusion because I think we're giving them too much credit. We're giving Trump's organization too much credit. They were too stupid to collude.
They are not stupid. This man is not. I never said he was stupid.
I said that I said
none
that
of them stupid.
None of them who?
None of the people, Donald Trump, Pugh, none of these people are stupid people. We're talking about these people are gangsters, criminals, and
there's no stupid criminals or stupid gangsters.
They're not. They're not. Believe me, they ain't stupid. And because Mueller and his investigation.
How about this? Ignorant. They're too ignorant to collude.
They're not ignorant.
They didn't even think they were going to win.
They're not ignorant.
Ignorant means not knowing.
They're not ignorant to me.
So what are they then?
Putin and Donald Trump, they're very smart people. They're cunning and smart. And I think that if the American people and the Democrats say, well, okay, you got us at now you're stupid. Okay, if you go along and accept the fact that accepting whatever Barr has just said, well, I'm gonna give you 4 pages, 2 pages. This is the report, and nothing to see here. Keep going. Why? Let me ask you this, America. Why would the president continuously try to stop the Mueller report, stop them from investigating him, period?
Let me tell you what.
It wasn't anything.
No, because he's guilty of things, but it does not rise to the level.
You sound like a news report.
I am. It does. The things he's guilty of does not rise to the criminality that Mueller was investigating. So yes, you can be guilty. It's just like this. You're saying somebody is guilty of murder, right? But you can't get him for murder. Only thing you can get him for is adultery.
America.
We couldn't prove the murder. We can only prove that he cheated on his wife.
It isn't finished yet. We couldn't prove it. You're giving up already. Half America. Okay. It ain't over until the fat lady sang.
The fat lady sang.
She ain't sang.
Nell Carter sang.
She ain't sang.
She did.
She ain't sang.
Well, how are you gonna say she didn't sing? See, here's the thing.
Oh, no,
you know what this is right here, Dad?
What?
Overreach. Oh. We don't want to overreach. We're overreaching.
You sound like the Democrats.
I don't want to sound like no Democrat. I'm no Democrat.
I'm an independent. You sound just like the Democrats. Well,
no, I'm not a Democrat.
And check this out. I show you how to fix this in. That's why. What's the girl from Baltimore? Pelosi. That's why she said 2 weeks ago, well, let's just forget about the impeachment. We got other things to do. The fix was in. I'm telling you.
Dad, there's nothing to impeach him for.
Oh, my God.
Because here's the thing. We can't use the established rules to get him out of there. Right. Without using the established rules. He used the rules to get in. He manipulated the rules to get in. Now the rules are what's going to get him out, and we can't use the rules to get him out. We have to get him out with the election. It's been 2 years. You said it yourself. If he's in here now, it's too late. We need to be formulating another plan.
Well, I mean, I'm not disagreeing that we need to, if he's still in there by the election time, that he needs, we need to elect him out. But
2020, you still going to be talking about the Mueller report?
I'm not going to talk about the Mueller report. I'm going to talk about the corruption. I'm talking about him as an agent. There ain't no question that this man is in cahoots. And the most frightening thing in the world that he's doing is that he is putting people in office and in positions that they letting Russians. You don't know.
That's more dangerous.
You don't know who he's putting in these positions. You don't know what he's telling these people. Here he goes and goes to the Russians and has meetings, and they said, don't talk about anything, tear up all the papers. Yeah. This man is dangerous. And so if you're going to just say, okay, well, forget about it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You
can't. We got to fight for this country.
How fight? And that's the tricky part, okay? We have to operate within the guidelines that are set up. Otherwise, you're talking about blowing the whole thing up and starting over again. You only got two options.
But listen, you've retreated because you are.
I haven't retreated.
Now listen, this is the War of Independence. Okay, this is you fighting like you want to fight like the British. Well, we got rules. We got rules.
I'm not fighting like the British. Why you always go back to the Revolutionary War? There's other wars.
Well, that's the one. That's the one that comes to mind because you can't fight in a traditional manner.
Here's the only issue with that. We're not. Yeah, but he's not fighting in a traditional manner.
You to fight like.
But no. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that if we are fighting a legal fight, we have to cleverly use the legality that's involved. We can yell and scream, and that's not going to change nothing.
No,
we can, you know what I mean? We can call them all these names and crack jokes on them and laugh at them on Saturday Night Live, but that's not going to change anything.
No, I agree.
So we have to establish a plan.
Right.
The Mueller thing is not the point. It's not the way. It's not the way. We have to establish his weakness.
Okay.
This ain't his weakness.
Okay. Well,
he gets stronger from that.
Let's eliminate talking about the Mueller report.
Yes.
Let's talk about the fact that this man is been working with the Russians. We don't know who he's putting in office. These judges, he's making anybody a judge.
Dad, did you ever play Mike Tyson Punch Out?
No.
Do you remember it?
Yes.
Okay. The character that you have is called Glass Joe, right? He also has a glass.
Yeah, I think
Joe.
I did play that game.
And you loved that game,
I
actually.
remember that game, yeah.
You used to mix your hand up, banging on the thing. You get to the end, you fight Mike Tyson, okay? Now, you cannot survive the uppercut on the video game that Mike Tyson throws. You have to wait.
He's letting us know that
you have to wait.
Trump's got an uppercut.
I said you have to wait for the weak point. Now, after he throws the uppercut, he's at his weakest.
Right.
Then you get in some punches. Bum, 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 bum. And then you retreat back and put your guards up. Wait for him to throw the uppercut again. Ba, 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 ba. That's the way. Now, if you think about this with, just all bravado, you just go out there. I'm not gonna duck, and then you can get knocked out.
No, here's the thing, and here's the thing. It's not just the Mueller report. I talk about the fact that here's a man that we have in office that had a university. That's what he called it. It was Trump University. They were stealing money and robbing people. They had to pay a fine of $25 million and then had to defunct the university. Yep. He had his foundation. His children was using as their personal checking account. Yep. They had to stop their foundation. This is the man you got running your country.
However, none of that matters because now he's in office. But if he did that stuff while he was in office, we could use it against him.
Here's my point.
He already did that stuff.
Okay, right. And here's my point. Even if going into the elections of 2020, this is the reason that we have to get this man out.
The only way we can get him out. Impeachment is a legal proceeding. It means nothing.
I'm not even talking about impeachment.
We gotta put in a better person in office.
Yeah, I'm saying that in actuality, impeachment. This man needs to be taken out of office in handcuffs. I don't care impeachment. However, this guy's a criminal. You put a criminal at the head of the United States. It is no different than having the fox in charge of the hen house.
Yeah, but they would never in a million years arrest the president. He is safe.
If he's black, he would.
He's safe. They're not going to do that. The only way that we can hurt him, and I don't even know if this would even hurt him at this point because he's been in there long enough, is to get him out of office. Meaning that somebody else wins in 2020.
Right.
That's the only thing we can do.
And that's it. These are the things that we have to use to campaign. You have to tell people who he is.
Yeah.
This man is a criminal. Everything he touches dies.
Huh?
His casinos die, and America's gonna die if we keep following him. We're gonna die. He will start a war to prevent himself from getting out of office. This is a dangerous man. I don't doubt that. So I'm saying it's beyond the Mueller report.
So that means, but that's what I'm saying. All that stuff. The only way we can get him out is by election.
Then that's fine.
So that's why I say operate within the law. That's the law. That's how he got in. That's how you gonna get out.
Right. I agree. And I'm saying that all of these things combined, you have to use all of these things that he's done out of office, in office, against him to elect somebody.
I think that's kind of how he got there because Hillary did that.
Hillary did what?
Hillary was her whole thing was, all the stuff that he's done, the different things that he did. She brought all that stuff up. It didn't have no effect.
No, she didn't. She didn't.
You don't think she? Well, she didn't.
I didn't hear it. So I didn't hear it. I mean,
you didn't hear her say none of that?
She wasn't an effective communicator.
Yes.
It's got to be an effective communicator. This guy is he's very good. As you said, he knows how to manipulate the press, and he's entertaining. This is entertainment. This is live this is showbiz. You know what I mean? And so you can't do things in the traditional way. Healthcare. That's fine. You got to talk about the health of America. That we got a criminal in the White House that is going to destroy everybody. This is serious, and this is how you have to talk.
So when they come at them like that, right? When the inevitable Democrat comes with that talk, the conservative pundits are going to say the economy is great. This is the great. How do you rebut that?
You know what? The economy ain't gonna be great by then. The economy is going down right now. Yeah, they are afraid of a recession at any day now, and it's gonna be. That's why I'm saying in 2 weeks it's gonna be a different atmosphere in the country. Guarantee you, 2 weeks. Yeah. The trade war with China, this incompetent a man that you have going to North Korea, where President Obama said that's going to be the most difficult part of the presidency is trying to deal with these people, and he was determined. I'm going to prove him wrong. I'm going right over there. This is an incompetent president that we have in office. Yeah. See, another thing that Hillary didn't have, she didn't have a record of him in office. We got a record now.
That's true.
We got a record.
That is true.
We got a record. And when he talks about fake news and he is the one who started all the fakeness. That's how you had to bring up stuff. He's the one that said that the president of the United States was illegitimate. And then now he's saying that have pity on me. Look what they've been doing to me, trying to say I'm illegitimate. What goes around comes around. You started this. That's how they have to talk. She ain't never talked. Nobody talked to him like that. You started it, chump.
She
but she wasn't the right person.
Do you see anybody out there
and
that's
Biden,
speaking?
And Biden ain't the one either.
Do you see anybody out there that's speaking the way that you need to
Wait
speak?
till we see they start
so you're not
debates.
ready. He's not ready to commit to nobody yet.
Hell no. No.
Not ready to commit to nobody yet.
They might have to force me to come out. Man, please. He can be beat if you're diligent and you serious.
Yeah.
And you present the facts to the American people and get in control of those, get those paper ballots, because that computers, man, the Russians, the Chinese, the Iranians, everybody got our number. Okay.
Well, we've been doing a number on people for years.
But they
didn't caught up. They caught up.
Yeah, they didn't caught up.
So, speaking of caught up, a few short months ago, we were speaking about Michael Avenatti,
right,
in a positive way.
Right.
Now, federal charges, 2 of them.
But listen.
Released yesterday, $300,000 bond.
But listen, I mean, he gonna get out of that. You know what I'm
telling you?
How? What did he do? He said
he tried to extort Nike.
Extort Nike. He said, listen, if you don't pay me X amount of dollars, I'm going to snitch on you. This is what they do, period. This is, I mean, listen.
He said, pay me and my clients.
Listen, let me tell you, man, when I was in the underwear business, went to, what was it? Woolworths. I'll name the store, Woolworths.
They ain't in business no more.
Anyway. Yeah, they're out of business now. Woolworths, big store at that time in New York. Went to Manhattan to meet with those people. And they said, we don't want to do business with a black man, you know. And I said, well, listen, then I need to go to the newspapers and tell the newspapers what you just said. And I need to tell my people because 80% of your business is from minorities. And then you're not doing any business with minorities. So what is that? Is that
it's not the same.
So
that's not the same.
I said, if you don't do business with me, then I'm gonna tell them that you don't want to do business with us.
Now,
then they said, whoa, wait a minute, you're going to the newspaper, you know? Okay, you know.
But so, that's totally different, Dad.
We don't know the. We don't know the. I don't know the ins and outs of.
They have him on tape.
They got him on tape.
Yes, they have him on tape. Right. So we may not see the Mueller report, but they are going to leak this tape. He's done.
Yeah, well, I mean, he ain't going to be president. But I don't think that he's not going. Put it this way, he's not going to jail.
Should he?
No. I mean,
well, one thing.
Everybody thinks everybody should go to jail, but the president.
One thing's
Donald Trump. Like he's some
now. Listen, when he gets out of office, that's something different. But I just don't see them locking up the president.
Yeah,
I don't see it. If there was gonna be a president to lock up, they would have locked up Nixon, but he got pardoned. They're not gonna lock up a president, so that's just that's wishful thinking for us. So Avenatti also is representing one of R. Kelly's accusers, and R. Kelly's attorney is trying to use this to his advantage,
which he should,
as he should. I think that R. Kelly's gonna get out of this.
Well, I don't know about that. So I'm not.
Unless they have another tape. So they have a tape, and allegedly the person who gave the tape to Michael Avenatti was someone who had been extorting R. Kelly for money previously, and his money got low. So then he took it to Avenatti, and now they're trying to bring it out. But now this brings into question Avenatti, his methods, the whole thing. He's really turned out to be a sleazy lawyer like they said he was.
This is what lawyers do. It ain't just him. You think Giuliani? All of them. Let me tell you, they're all the same. It only seems plausible when they get caught. Okay, it's like somebody on Jeopardy said, "Oh, that's an easy answer." Yeah, if you know the answer. You know what I mean? If you don't know the answer, it's just complicated. You know what I mean? How many times does the plane circle the earth before it crashes? I mean, if I know the answer. So that's why, I mean, let me tell the people, all lawyers work the same. This is what they do. You know what I mean? This is what they do. And Avenatti is no different than any other lawyer. What did President Bill Clinton say to the girl?
I just don't see Johnny Cochran doing this.
Johnny,
don't.
Okay, all right.
I don't see it. I think
that's when, you know what? That's when you're better. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Because I used to think, I don't think of that anymore. I used to think that the slickest person or the most cunning person is the one that don't nobody know they cunning. Okay.
Right.
Take what is his he lives in Omaha, Nebraska. He's a rich guy.
I don't know anybody like that.
Yes, you do. He's one of the richest men in the world. He lives in Omaha. Old now.
Where did he get his money from?
I mean, he's a billionaire. I mean, he's got more money.
But where did he get his money from?
He's got.
Is he oil guy?
No. But anyway, I mean, Bill Gates.
Okay.
Okay, Bill Gates. Bill Gates. If somebody's got $50 billion, I mean, Bill Gates is good too because he seems like a nice square guy. I mean, come on. I mean, money don't. I mean,
what are you saying?
I'm saying that all of them
are crooked, act
the same. Let him get caught.
You're saying that in order for him to have that money, he had to do some things.
You know how many times they've been sued for this and this? I mean, come on. This is what. If you got $1 billion, you've been finagling. You the wheeler dealer.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, nothing's just straightforward. I used to tell my wife, and she found it implausible at the time. I said, all the companies, everything in this country is corrupt. It is. All the businesses, even all of the businesses that I've worked with. You know, even though I represented these people, but I mean, they were corrupt. I mean, again, you think the gas and electric company ain't corrupt? You think the police department's not corrupt? You think the president, the White House, you think people in the White House not corrupt? You think General Motors not corrupt? You think these, all of them? Let them get caught. Okay, yeah. Right. Hey, listen, we're not on the radio, are we?
Amazing show as always.
Yeah, you got me in rare form.
I want you to have grapes and jerk chicken before every show.
Let's cut
going
this
forward.
Let's cut this tape off because this is a little too much. I don't know what kind of movie that was.
Going forward, your diet needs to be jerk chicken and grapes. Thank you as always.
Hey.
No telling where we're going to be at next week as far as with news and the such.
We never even got to talk about your man.
Yeah, let's
Chicago.
Let's do that real quick. He is a interesting example of corruption and stuff.
Who?
Chicago.
Yeah.
The other, we talked about R. Kelly.
Yeah.
So the only other person would be Rahm Emanuel.
Yeah.
Or Jussie Smollett.
Who you saying was full of corrupt?
Jussie Smollett.
Jussie Smollett.
Yes.
I thought you were describing Emanuel.
Nah.
And the police department.
You think that the police? Okay, so let me get it straight. You think that Jussie Smollett was attacked by two white MAGA hat wearing, bleach carrying, rope carrying guys standing out of Subway at 2:00 in the morning?
Yes,
listen
to what I'm saying. Let me finish. Yes, I believe that the Nigerians did it.
Okay. Because
they didn't do it for $3,500.
You think they did it for more than that?
I'm saying.
So what? What difference does that make?
So I'm saying that they
could have did it for green cards for all I care. So I'm saying that they did it.
I'm not saying that he was in cahoots with them either.
Okay.
I'm saying that they did it.
So let me get this straight. Trump colluded with the Russians, but Jussie did not collude with the Nigerians.
Man. Yeah, I got to deprogram my son.
You've
been talking too favorable about the president. Did they get to you? Have you been to the White House? What's happening? Wait a minute, something's going on. The police department in Chicago are just as pure as snow.
I never said that.
The president, I mean, come on. I mean, he's all. I mean, come on. Let's just let him. Come on, let him go. What is? You need to eat some jerk chicken. You need to eat some jerk chicken and some grapes. You've been doing. You need a vacation. You've been doing the news too much. He's a newsman. You're like a CNN reporter. Man, this is radio on fire.
All right, we gotta get out. We gotta get out. Thank you.
Okay. Cut.
Yes.